is Roseanne Portia from MAPSystem, and this video today will be walking you through the preview process. Now, the preview process is one of the 3 steps that makes up the Master Acquisition Program, or MAPSystem. So let me take you through what the preview process is designed to do is to help you increase the dollar value of the clients that you work with. And that is through cross-sell opportunities and upsell opportunities. So that might mean that within your business, obviously you have an enormous amount of scope as to the different types of services that you can provide. And additionally, you may have strategic alliances for which you can refer that particular client to, and it's commercially beneficial to both. So by being able to tap into what a client really needs is really valuable, really important. This process does it. So to just give you an idea, the clients complete a self-discovery questionnaire. All the pages are there. Now, there are 83 questions, and it takes about 8 minutes to complete the booklet. The value of the booklet, it's not, let me tell you, it's not an F&A or a fact find. That is something that you need to use when completing your process for the loan or the financial plan. This is the preview before you get down to those sorts of details. What the value of this is that it's actually psychologically based. So the questions are designed to establish a bit of emotion, to get the client to think, oh my goodness, I haven't got this in place, or I don't know enough about that aspect, whether it's insurances, whether it's self-managed super funds, whether it's better lending options, ways to structure, ways to pay their mortgage off faster, better superannuation options, estate planning. All of these are encompassed in this little booklet, which is completed in about 8 minutes by your client. Now, what it does is it helps transit the client and get them to a point where they understand more of what's important to them. Hence why it's called a self-discovery questionnaire. They discover for themselves where the gaps are. Sometimes as a financial professional, you know where the gaps are, and it's very easy for you to identify. But what the client may not realize is that there are more gaps than perhaps they thought. And therefore, this gives you the opportunity to completely look after all of their needs, whether it's providing that yourself or whether it's through those strategic alliances that you would have for the services that you don't provide. So when you think about it, because this is emotionally based, where it triggers the client to think and to know more about the topics that they previously had either never thought about or had thought about but went, yeah, I must do something about that. I must do something about those insurances. I must do something about that loan structure. So it actually gives them a call to action so that they want to move now rather than thinking, I'll get to that, I'll do it one day. This little booklet will absolutely assist the client determine what they need. And so then there's a beautiful thing that happens. The client and you start working synergistically. Rather than the client sitting on one side of your desk and you're on the other side selling to them the benefits of this particular structure, or selling to them the benefits of insurances or property or self-managed super funds. It's all covered here, and there is no way that you could in 8 minutes ask the clients these powerful 83 questions. So the booklet does it for you. So that is the first part of the preview booklet. And I'll just give you an example. There was a mortgage broker who had to do a top-up on a client's loan. And typically, mortgage brokers don't like doing the top-ups because it's an enormous amount of work and there's very little remuneration. But he took the client through the preview process, and the client identified an enormous amount of gaps, referred that person onto the financial planner, and guess what? There was $14,000 worth of commissions. Now that particular broker received 30% of that. So he was really happy to have done that top up because it gave him the opportunity to explore what else the client may need. And the client is absolutely very happy, feeling very certain and secure that all their financial needs are being met. And certainly the strategic alliance, the financial planner in this case, is very happy as well to be getting that business. So whereas before a financial professional would have to try and sell to the client the benefits of insurances, super, better structure with their loans, etc. All of these things, you don't have to do the hard sell because they discover for themselves what they need. And sometimes people come in thinking they need something, one area, and then they discover that yes, they still need that area, but they actually need a little bit more as well. And if they weren't taken through the questions, they wouldn't have been able to identify for themselves how important that was for them. The great thing about the PreView is that it is hard copy that you can do face-to-face with your clients, and there is also a fabulous online version. So you could send it to your client prior to meeting with you. You can send it to your clients as an annual review, just to check in with them and make sure that all of their needs are covered. In case there's been any changes in their circumstances, you'll receive the report after they've completed the online PreView questionnaire, and you'll be able to see whether there's any gaps, and they will know as well. So certainly then it gives you the opportunity to decide whether there is a need for a review and for an update of products or services. So this little tool here, very, very powerful. It is helping all the financial professionals to really increase the dollar value of each client that they work with. Whether they provide the service themselves or whether they refer on to a strategic alliance, this little booklet does all the work. So I hope that this short guide has given you a bit of an understanding of one of the steps in the Master Acquisition Program MAPSystem. As I said, there are 3 steps in the program, so I really do encourage you to watch the video on the VIP process, the Valued Client Introduction process, and also to watch the very short video on the Connections process, because as I said, 3 steps to master acquisition and absolutely exploding your business results and taking your business to the next level. This is Roseanne Portia, and this has been the PreView process from MAPSystem. Thank you, and bye for now.